Hello, welcome to my channel, Making Crafts. I'm continuing to work on this journal, and this is part of the Rubber Buggy Shop Design Team project, and I will link to all of the products below that I use. And then some of the products I'm using today are just things I found in my stash, but I'll let you know which of those products are from my stash and which ones are from the Rubber Buggy, if I remember to. If not, it'll be linked below. So here is our journal that we've gotten started on. In the first video, we put all the pages together and put those in. And then in the second video, we started adding some flaps and different little things to it. And so I decided I wanted to cover up my stitching there. We also, let's see, we added that one in the last video. We added this little flap. And so now I think, and I'll link to that video too so you can see it. So now I think we're ready to start embellishing. So to get started embellishing this journal, I am going to be using, I've already got it open so I won't have all the pieces in here, but it's the floral bits, and I will link to that below. And it comes with butterflies and flowers and different little bits that match this kit. And so I've laid out a few things that I want to use. And so one of the things is, for this pocket, I'm thinking of adding this flower. And let's see, what else did I have laid out? Maybe some more little greenery that comes in the floral bits. And then possibly a butterfly. But I haven't quite got settled on which butterfly I would use. So I'm going to use foam tape, and this is just some foam tape I have, but if you don't have any foam tape, I did look, and the Rubber Buggy has some foam tape as well, so I can link to their foam tape below. I just had this in my stock and it was already open, so that's what I'm using. Don't want to waste what I already have open. I would say, I don't know, I've had this for years. I was going to say if you open it and then don't use it, I guess it would dry out, but it hasn't. Mine hasn't, so I do keep mine in a little bin with a lid on it. So I made sure the tape is not coming up too high, that it tapes these two pockets together, and that's what you want to be mindful of, is just feel and make sure you're not going to tape your pocket shut. So I just stopped part of the way up the flower here to putting my dimensional tape on, so that way it didn't stick the pocket shut. And let me make sure I missed it. Let me find a little card or something to tuck down in there and just make sure I did. Yes, I missed that. So see, you can still get something in your pocket. And so this, actually I'm going to pull it all back up anyway. I'm going to add glue to this tape because I don't just trust this, the kind I have. I don't just trust it. I always like to add some glue. And it may would stick just fine, but I just want to make sure that it stays. Okay, getting that adjusted there. So I just want to once again line it up so it doesn't stick my pocket shut. There we go. And I want to stick this back down in there and make sure that I got it in the same spot before. And I like that layered up like that. And then I'm thinking of adding this butterfly, but maybe I should add it to that little flower there. And then, let's just have it like it and see how that does. And then there are some stickers that's in the kit, and there's sayings, and I'm wondering if we use one of these on here, and should I just put it down flat, or should I add some dimension to it? I think I'm just going to make it flat. Just looking to see. Yeah, I like that on there. So I'm just going to press that down. Okay. Now this page, I am going to, I couldn't decide, in the previous video I couldn't decide what I wanted to do to it, but I think I'm just going to decorate it up. So I have this string here, and there's a lot right here, and I'll explain what happened. So I had some thread that I wound on a bobbin, and I found that this is very coarse. I'm wondering if you're supposed to hand stitch with this. I'm not really sure. It was thread I got. I don't know where the packaging is. Let me see if I can. No, there's no label on it, but it's just a spool of thread that I got at Joann's, but it is so coarse and it just didn't seem to do good in my sewing machine. So I had to unwind the bobbin, but when I unwound the bobbin, I was like, I have to hold on to that because I really love the looks of it. So I'm just going to use it underneath these flowers here, and just, it kind of gives a little texture to the page, and you can just see it peeping out from underneath, and hopefully you can see it on camera there. And so that's what I'm going to do, is just attach it to, and it's just bunched up like that, and I'm just going to attach it to this flower that was in the Floral Bits package. And then I'm just going to stick it on there. And I may need to do some hot glue, but let's see if it sticks with the art glitter glue first. And then we'll have some sticking out everywhere. I thought that would look good like that. I just like that for some reason. And then I'm thinking of adding a big old butterfly, well, not big one, but a bigger one, to this page. But I'm not sure how I want to add that one yet. I want to put something with it. I'm thinking I do anyways, but I don't want to put this behind it, I don't think. It might be cute behind it. I know you can't see that. Let me see if I can get it in the, down here some in the lighting where you can see. That may be neat to have it on both matching on the page. Let's do that. Let's just add some glue to our butterfly and then some of this string. And it does feel more like string than thread. I don't know how to explain it. It's just very coarse feeling. So I don't know if that's just special thread for special projects or what. I had bought it to sew paper, but it doesn't do good with it. So I never could get the tension right or anything, so something wasn't right. So I kind of like that on this page. And then you have room to journal or add photos or whatever you want to do. So let's attach that. I'm trying to think, should I use my Fabri-Tac? I should use Fabri-Tac on this one, just in case. I want it to hold really well and not go anywhere. I'm just going to put it on the center. I'm not going to put Fabri-Tac all around it, and let's just see how that does. Now, how did I want to position it? Just looking, I think like this. Like that's good. And that little thread underneath gives it some dimension, as well as, let me hold that down, as well as some texture to the page. Just add a little underneath there. I may need to go through and add just a little bit on it all. Let me just hold that down for just a second so it can dry. And then we'll do the same thing with our bird. With our bird, oh my goodness, with our butterfly. I hope I haven't been calling it a bird the whole time when I laid it up there before. You all are going to think I'm insane. I did not take a nap today. I like taking naps. It refreshes my brain in the afternoon, and I did not take a nap this afternoon, so this is evening, and maybe I am just a little tired. I'm not sure. Maybe that's why I'm calling everything the wrong thing. But I really wanted to work on this journal because I'm really excited about getting it finished, and I'm excited with how it's coming along. So I really wanted to work on it. I may have to come through and tack some more glue underneath there, but let's let that dry first and see. So I like how that's looking. So then, what did I want to do next? I should have done the cover. We could work on the cover before I add all the decorations. And I did find some lace that I want to add to the spine of the cover. And so this is just some lace that I had. I'm trying to see what's the right side and the wrong side on it. And so let me see if I can open up this book while that's drying. And I'm just going to add this, center it down my spine. But I'm not going to exactly center it. I'm going to cheat just a little and have more going towards the back so I don't cover these flowers on the front. So I'm just going to put some Fabri-Tac down the center of the spine. And then I'll trim this off once I get it on here, but let's take a look here. So we're going to attach it right here. Oops, I don't want to cover my flowers, got to remember that. So I'm just going to go to the edge here. Okay. Make sure that looks straight. And then let me put this glue aside before it dries out. And then let's just trim it off. Oops, there we go. I missed a little spot. And then we'll trim the top one off up here. There we go. And then I'm going to go back and add more glue because I gotta glue the whole thing down. I just like to glue a small bead at first, and then I add more later. So let's just get that laid down. Okay. There we go. Oops, I've made the glue a little bit too far over, so let's just get that attached there. I think we need some down here at the bottom where I trimmed it off because we don't want it to fray, so you want to make sure you glue that down good as well. Close it up, see, make sure that looks pretty even. I think it does. It almost looks like you have pearls on it, but it's just the, if I can hold it up, it's just the way the lace was made. And this was just some I had in my stash. So I like that. I think that's very pretty. I love it. Okay, and then for the cover, I'm trying to decide between two of the stickers. I'm thinking either Lovely or Absolutely Amazing Day. I think that these colors look better than this one. So I think I'm going to attach this one though with dimensional tape again. Put a little bit of glue down the center here where I'm attaching the foam tape. So let's just stick that down. So attach that. Trying to make it straight. Okay. So now I was thinking also of adding some butterflies to the cover. So let's see here. I don't want them all going the same direction, so let's see. That one could be going up. That one is sideways, and then maybe this one down here like that. I do like that. And I'm going to fold their little wings up, so I'm not going to glue the whole butterfly down. This book is wanting to spring open, so we're going to have to just lay them to the side here. So we'll start with this one. I am going to try to glue the little antennas down maybe so that we don't have them getting torn off. And just curling up here like this. Right. And then we'll just have this one like this. I love all the butterflies in this kit. So then this one I just want, so I did not want to cover up these flowers. I love the flowers on this page, so I'm just going to decorate around them. This kind of journal for me is just fun to make, just to make one and decorate it. I am really enjoying this journal. So that's my cover. You know, I was thinking, and I just forgot until just now, my butterfly may be in the way. I was thinking of adding some, in my lettering, some lace down the edge there, but I think that'd be too much with this lace. I think it's perfect like it is, so I like that. It's very simple, not a lot of stuff has been added, but I do like it. Okay, so now while that's drying, let's see, we have this page, and it has dried. Well, it's I can still feel a little bit of wetness in there. Okay, so now, let's see, how do we want to decorate up the next one? So I did make up something earlier. I was just looking at the scrap lace that was on my desk, and I had this little piece. And so I was thinking of layering just like this little scrap piece of lace, this sticker, and it came off of the page right in here. And then this little butterfly from the little kit, from the little pack that I got. And then I also have some of these in my stash that I've had for years, and I thought that might be pretty to add. And here's a little flower. Let's see, let's change this around. So we've got the flower, and then we got a butterfly. Don't want to cover up our flower though, so let's just see how we could do this. Do we have a smaller? Could do it kind of like that, and then add our little pearl right in here. That's kind of pretty. So I want to add that to a page. So let's just make this little cluster up so we can add it to a page. So I'll add just a little fabric tack on the back of that. We may make up some clusters real quick and different things that we want to add to pages, and then we can go through and decide what page it's going on. That might be a good idea. I don't want to cover up my words, so I'm trying to be sure I position the flower so it doesn't cover up the words. And then I don't want the butterfly to cover the flower too much, but it can cover it a little bit. It's really small, I know. I'll hold it up to the camera for you once I get it put together. So, what's that going there? So we go like that with this. I think that'd be cute. I'm hoping my lighting's good enough you can see it. Sometimes my lights are too bright and it washes everything out. But let's just put that there and I'll hold it up. So we have this little cluster. We'll let that one dry, and let's make another little cluster. So let's just set our journal aside for now, and let's just make up some clusters to put in here. So if you remember, I said hold on to the strips that comes with your comes with the page. You know, the strips that you cut off the edge of each page. Well, what I have been playing around with them is making little flags. I think that's what you call them. And I have a punch, and let me look around because I have been using it, and I've set it. Oh, it's set over here. So I just cut out a little piece, and then I'm just sliding it in my punch here, and I'm just eyeballing it so it can cut the corner for me. Now you could definitely do this with your scissors, but I was just trying to take a lazy way, and I think I messed up with that one. So let me see if I can do it again. So then you can just crisscross them however you want, and let's see what we can do with them. Let's see about these stickers here. Maybe we take, and I'm just looking to see what may fit on it. Maybe like this. And then, what about this Memories Made? How that would look with all that. I like that little cluster. I'm wondering if I should add a third little flag on the back though. Well, it's stuck now. So just do it like that. Just take a look. I think that's a fun little cluster. They are very simple but fun. And I could take a piece of lace, maybe, and add to it. Would you even see it though? You don't want to not see the lace. Just cut a little piece off, and this lace did come from the rubber buggy. This was the lace I was considering putting on the front, but I did change my mind. Not so sure how I'd want to put it. Maybe I don't put any. And let's see here, we have a button that might go cute with this one. This is just some buttons I have, but if you don't have any buttons, I did notice that they have bags of buttons at the rubber buggy. Okay, so I had a little interruption, so I'm not sure where I was at. I was trying to figure out a button, I think, on this one, but I didn't like a button, so I am adding more string to the back of this one, I think. I kind of like that instead of the lace. Maybe that's what I was doing, adding the lace. I'm not really sure. I did get interrupted and had to go help someone. So let's see here. Let me clean up just a little. Okay, so now we're making clusters. Let me see what else I wanted to make up. There are so many pieces. Let me pull them over here. In the floral bits that you can order, the little bag of bits, there are so many pieces in it. It says 47 pieces, so that's a lot for this journal. So let's just see what we have here. And let's go through here. Oh, I did have an idea. So I haven't glued this pocket in yet, but I wanted to add, let me see if I can find it. I wanted to add a butterfly to the bottom of this pocket. Here it is. So I was thinking that butterfly, and maybe this little piece here. And then let's do that. Let's just add this here. And that's just a sticker from the kit. And then we'll just add this. And it says lovely. And let's see, what else do we want to add from the stickers or from the pack here? There's lots of little flowers. And let's see, just trying to see if there's a flower that I would like. Maybe like this. Or that might be cute like that. But it seems like it needs a little something more. Sometimes I just have a hard time deciding when I'm decorating. Maybe the plants, I kind of don't have them all the same height. I like that. So let's just glue those on like that. There we go. We'll have that one up there. And then we'll have this one a little lower. And if it's too low, I can trim the bottom of it off. I don't have to make it fit. But we'll see. I think it'll be fine. Do it kind of like that. And then our little butterfly could go there. Okay, that's a cute little cluster on that. And then I got to glue this in the book. I got to figure out what page I definitely want this on, because we have really decorated it up. And let's see what else we want to make. Do we want to make, should we make another little tab? That's going to be like a little tab. And so let's see if we can make another one using this lace. Let's just see what we have here. So let's see there. That's kind of pretty, like that. And then what would we want to add with it? Live more, love more. Let's see how that looks. We just made a little, you're not really seeing the lace, are you? Maybe I'll take the lace, do it like that so you can see a wider piece of it. Kind of like this. And then we'll add the little flower. And there is a little butterfly on here. This one might be cute. I like that. And we could add another little pearl like the other one, or we could add a button. I have a tinier pearl. I think that one's, no, it's the same size. Or we could add a little brown button, or the green one, if I can find, that's the wrong color green. Oh, here's the green one I was going to use. That's kind of cute. Wow, it's getting lost in all this. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can see. I'm sorry, I did not realize it was getting lost like that. And there's another small little pearl. And I'll have to zoom the camera in for this because it's hard to see it. Thinking I want this little pearl. It's more delicate. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to take and glue this flower. I think the rest is sticky. Yeah, I need to glue this flower in right in here so that it can, oops, how did I have that? Have that flower on there. And then we'll have our lace and our little pearl here. I think I want the lace like that so that you see the whole thing. Maybe the pearl goes over here. That would be good. So let's take some Fabri-Tac and add that pearl. I love making little clusters and decorations like this. I think it's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing. So there we have 3 clusters, and we could make a lot more, but let's add these 3 to the book and then we'll go from there. So let's just take a look. I'm going to move all this aside because it is very distracting. It's hard to see what I'm actually working on. Get my glue up here. We've got some more lace there. So let's just take a look. We have these 2 pages already ready. Okay, so then this one, oh, I need a tab that goes the other direction too, or it could go like that. That's kind of pretty like that there too, though. I do like that. So I'm thinking about adding that one there, because I think that's very pretty. And have it stick out just a little bit, but not much. So I'm going to add that one. I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac since this is lace, just in case, that way it doesn't come loose. So I think that'll be cute right in there, like that. Okay, and then let's skip through here and see, was this the page we were going to put this on? No, it was up back here. Okay, so we got that one, so we'll skip a few pages before we add another one. I think this was the page we were going to add this little belly band, but how would it look if you had the belly band and then had that on top? Or is that too many butterflies? Because there's a butterfly here. I don't know which one I like best. I think that's too much repeating, but I do like something on there. So let's make up a cluster for that without a butterfly. So let's take a look and see what we have that we can make a cluster and not have a butterfly. How about we have a saying? How about, well, there's a saying there though. I'm not sure now. Happiness. Let's see what this looks like here. That may actually look better right here, doesn't it? Having it right underneath the, I kind of like that. I like that right there, so I'm going to just put that right there. And let's go ahead and add it to the page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the top. Now, do I want to make it just a tuck spot here, or do I want to make it a belly band? I'm kind of thinking a belly band, but a belly band that's not in the center. I don't know. It would be pretty in the center. Let's add it to the center. I think that would be pretty. And that way we can tuck lots of stuff in it. So there we go. Let's make sure that's gonna, yeah, that'll look good. Okay. Press it there and here. All right, so now for this one, I do want to, on this side, or let's see, where's the other side of that circle? I do have some bits and pieces in here I must have been playing around with. Okay, so I'm thinking that the moments would be very pretty just stuck on this page. But what I'm going to have to do is get rid of the sticky. So I have a container of cornstarch here. And I'm going to stick this onto the page. And this makes sense in just a second. But I want it to hang off the page. So it's going to hang off just a little like that. That says moments. So once it's stuck on, what I want to do is put some cornstarch on that side so that it loses its sticky and doesn't get all yucky. Because if it's sticky, it's just going to pick up all the trash and dust and everything. It's going to get really yucky. So let me just get that little bit of tape off of, or glue off of it there. And see, that makes it nice and smooth. So that's good. So it doesn't stick to the other page as well. So I like that. And then for this side, I want to do a word as well on that circle. And I'm thinking lovely, or how big is Dreamer? Maybe way too big. Oh yes, well, yes, it's going to stick out of the book. So let's try, how about Best Ever? Let's see how that one does. Oh yeah, that one, oops, fits perfectly, doesn't it? So I'm going to put it on the upper side here to the top. But I got to get it lined up straight. Kind of straighten it out there. There we go. I like that there. And so that's the thing. The stickers and the things that come with this really help you to decorate up your book. Now I'm wondering if I should have made it dimensional, but I'm not going to worry about that. That's okay that I didn't. We might put a little dimensional heart on there though. So let's just add some tape to that. Some of our dimensional foam tape. It's what you call it, foam tape. I couldn't think of the name earlier. I said it when it sticks to this sticker, it's stuck. There we go. I'll just trim it off the back here. Okay. And then we'll just add that. And I'm thinking we need more than one. What's this one look like if I put it? Okay, I like that. So we just add. Okay. Okay, so let's just add the hearts around here. And so then I'm leaving room for you to write all around it there. Okay, so we got that there. Okay, we're still looking to see where we're going to put our next cluster, our next little tab cluster that we made. I think it's going there. And I just noticed I had some things already in here I was going to decorate with, so I was playing around with it before I started filming. And so I will get those things out as well, and we'll decorate those. So I'm just going to have it stick out just a little here. Just stick it down. And we'll have to put just a little here. Stick this down like this. So there we go. And then for this one I had laid this over here because I thought that would look pretty. Just remember how when we made this flap we had this come over here, and I said, well, we can just make it a decoration. So I think that would be pretty over here, just to put this flower and maybe a butterfly. So I think that's pretty. I think that'd be really nice. So I'm just going to, now do I want to pop it up? I think I do want to pop it up. I typically don't pop up pieces in my journals, but for this one I really have been wanting to pop up some of the things. This has not been my typical journal that I create, so I'm doing some things different with it. Okay, so we're just going to add this right here. I like the dimension of it because I like how that looks with the paper in the background. And then the butterfly, I don't think I'm going to add any dimension to it. Just add it right in here. And there we go. I like that page. For this one right here, I wanted to add the butterfly and just add some dimension to that page where the butterfly is just covering it up. So I want to take this butterfly though, and I just want to kind of fold it up like that. So I'm going to add glue. It's not, I don't know if this is a butterfly or a moth, but I'm going to add some glue to its antennas too so they don't get torn off. Put that away and don't cover up the words. But that way it adds a little dimension to this little journaling spot. Our little flip out. Our book's getting really chunky where we're adding all these dimensional things. So now I'm just going through and adding a few more embellishments, and I'm just adding the stickers and different bits and pieces from the kit. And so here's the pocket we made. I'm not sure if it was the beginning of this video or the other video, and I've decided that I am going to use it. I'm just going to attach it here. And then I have another journaling card, a 4x6 from the kit that I've cut down, and I'm just going to score it and add another flap to this page. And so I'm just going through and finishing up by adding different decorations and flaps, things that I just decided at the last minute that I want to add to this journal. And so here I'm going to create 2 pockets, and these pockets were inspired by a journal that was given to me a couple of months ago, and I have a video that I'm going to be putting up on my channel. I just haven't got around to uploading it, a flip through of that journal. And so in that journal, my friend who made the journal for me, she put pockets on the page like this, but she had, for hers it was 2 different shape pockets, but I'm going to have the same shape, 2 rectangular small pockets, and I'm going to stagger them on the page, one on the bottom left and then one on the upper right. And I thought it was really neat how she did that, so I wanted to add that to this journal as well. And so I really didn't do any measurements for these. I just cut them down to the size that I wanted on this page, and I just kind of eyeballed it to see what looked good. And then I'm just going to add some of the stickers and embellishments from the Florals and Bits pack as well as the sticker pack. And I do decide for this pocket to add another little strip just to help that little floral bit pop out and be seen better, and just to give it some sort of a background so that it didn't blend in with the pocket. So for this page, on the other side, I had the wording that was hanging off the page, and I loved how that looked, but on the back side, it was kind of plain, and you saw just the white back of the sticker. So I decided just to add one of the little flowers from the collection on the back side just to decorate that up. And then I'm just using one of the wording stickers along with some of more of that thread that I used at the beginning, and I just added it to the back of it, and then I'm just attaching it to this page. And I do trim it up a bit because there was a lot of extra thread there. And then for the last part of the book, the last 2 pockets, I'm just adding this cluster that we made together using some of the scraps left over from the strips that you cut off the page along with some of the stickers. So let's just do a quick flip through of the finished journal. And off camera, I added some eyelets to it, and so it has a little bit of seam binding tied through the eyelets, and then I have filled it up with tags and different journaling cards from the kit. So here is a tag that I did not make on camera. This was one that I just put on Instagram for Hope and Joy for the month of January. And you can see that on my Instagram account, all the information about that. And then I've just put in some of the journaling cards from the kit. And then we did this on camera together, added and decorated this page together. I've left this one blank for photos. We've done that together, a little cluster. And then here on these pockets, these were inspired by a friend, a journal that she gave me. And so I've just put those on this page. And then I have a pocket here, and I've just decorated up this little journal card from the collection. I've just made my own little cluster there and some lace and with some scrap paper, and added it to the top of that. So I've added a little flower here, and I've just popped it up with some foam tape, and this is from the Floral Bits collection. And we've done this on camera, I'm pretty sure. And so I've just gone through and I've added some little extra decorations here. This is like a sticker from the collection, and I've just popped it up with some foam tape as well. And I just went through and just added the journaling cards and added more decoration to it. And I really love how this one has turned out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to journal in and add photos to. And I didn't do this on camera, I'm pretty sure. I added the Ric Rac and then some stickers, the butterfly stickers, and then 2 more of the journaling cards. And there's going to be lots of room for photos and journaling in this one. Then I popped up a little butterfly there. And here I added the flower to cover up the sticker, the back of the sticker there that was sticking out. That makes it more decorative instead of just that white sticking out. And let's see, and I've just popped up a butterfly and flower here, just like I've done those. I did this one in the actual video, but then off camera I did those 2. And then I popped up the Happy Thoughts sticker, and there's another cluster we made together. And I can't remember if we did this together or not, but this is just another flower from the Floral Bits Pieces kit, along with a sticker with wording. And then I've just added some cards there. I also stuck a butterfly on this page. And let's see here. And then here we have some more journaling cards. And I love how this whole collection, this paper pack, had so much in it that I could just use it to make the journal. And so that was a lot of fun, just creating this journal. So I thought it was fun to challenge myself to just use the paper collection and not bring any digitals in or anything else from my stash, just to see what I could create with the actual paper collection. And I absolutely love this little journal. So this is probably the first journal of 2022, and I'm very happy with it. I'm excited to use it. And I hope that you've enjoyed this little series showing you how I created this journal. And if you haven't seen all the other videos, I will link them in the description below. And thank you so much for watching. And don't forget, if you want to order these supplies that I made the journal with, you can find that at the rubberbuggyshop.com. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.